Hello students, I am Mr. Vinod Thomre. We are studying cytogenetics. Our today's topic in cytogenetic is classical genetics, the principle of Mendelian inheritance and interaction of genes. Now, genetics introduction. What is the definition of genetics? Genetics is the branch of biology which deals with the study of heredity and variation. What is cytogenetics? The study of inheritance in relation to the structure and function of chromosome is called cytogenetics. And genetics means what? Genetics is the branch of biology which deals with the study of heredity and variation. Now, what is heredity? The process of transmission of characters from one generation to the next generation, either by the gametes, sperms, and ova in sexual reproduction, or by the asexual reproduction bodies in asexual reproduction, is called heredity or inheritance. That means transmission of character from one generation to the next generation is called heredity. Now, transmission of character from parents to offspring, that is in the progeny, heredity is the causes of similarities between individuals because the genes that are present in parents that are transmitted into the offspring. Now, the concept of variation. Variation is the cause of differences between individuals. That means the individuals, they look like different from each other. That is due to the variation, differences among closely related organisms. Except two identical twins of a common parent, no two individuals, they look similar, and that is due to the variation. Now, variation, they are of different types. Hereditary variation, any change in the structure and function of the gene and are inherited from one generation to another are called hereditary variation. That means the variation that is occur due to the change in structure and function of gene of a parent and that are inherited into its offspring. And the second type is environmental variation. Same genotype may become different phenotype due to contact with different conditions such as food, temperature, light, humidity, and other external factors. The environmental variation that may classified as a somatic variation or germinal variation. The next point is branches of genetics. Genetics has a different branches and we study genetics in different modes. That is, in case of plant, it is called plant genetics. Then in microbiology, the microbial genetics, cytogenetics, quantitative genetics, Mendelian genetics, population genetics, molecular genetics, and animal genetics. Those are the several branches of genetics. Then the application of genetics. The first application of genetics is in agriculture. Creation of disease resistance varieties of plant, transfer of specific genes from one species to another may be of great significance in exploiting diseases, insect and pest resistance mechanism more efficiently, and that is due to possible with the application of genetics. Second is biofertilization. In agriculture, to create a plant that possesses genetic capacity for nitrogen fixation, that means biofertilization. Then the third application is increase the protein content. The cereals and legumes are major sources of storage proteins. Then the next application in case of genetics is medicine. In medicine, we can use the different genetical phenomenon to cure certain kind of diseases with the application of medicines that are derived by the application of genetics. Then the forensics here, by the different methods for the identification of criminal with the help of genetics are utilized in case of forensics. Then clinical evaluation, that is cardiomyopathy. Then dissect plant secondary pathway. You can dissect plant secondary pathway with the help of genetics. Thank you.